Good morning, guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Jasmine the Buffet. Went to the channel. So today, this video is going to be a get ready with me to do other videos, but I wanted to finally do my little review of the KVD Good Apple Skin, or Good Apple Foundation. What is this called? Let me get the words correct. The KVD Good Apple Skin Perfecting Foundation Balm. Okay, I like the word balm, but you gotta say it like that. I use the shade Tan 074, and look at you all. I've been using the crapola out of this thing. So let's talk about it. When this foundation came out, y'all, everybody, y'all know, y'all were there. Everybody was going, all the thumbnails were a shock about how full coverage it is. Now, while I can't say that I have, a track record with maximum coverage foundations, this is just a cream to powder foundation. That's it. It is a thick foundation, okay? So basically what they were doing was taking like this much and going, oh my God, do you see all this coverage? Like, y'all, chill, relax, okay? I do not like this foundation for the idea of going out. And I never have gone out of the house with this foundation. And I can tell you that I would never go out with it on because yesterday I did some videos and I had this on, and then I was talking on the phone to my wife, and my husband was waiting for, or he was prepping stuff for Christmas, and then he wanted to take a shower. So I waited until he was done to go and remove my makeup. And in the maybe 45 minutes, maybe I had it on for an hour, hour and a half, it doesn't really matter. Less than 2 hours, I was so oily. And it was so apparent that I had on thick foundation that I was like, oh yeah, I would never wear this out. And even for face play, I heavily set this stuff. I have to, because if I don't, it just looks too gooey. Okay, now I'm a dehydrated skin type, so my skin kind of does a little bit of everything. And even though I feel like I'm about to tiptoe into more hydrating foundations and primers, I don't like to feel super hydrated from my makeup. Like, it feels gooey to me, okay? So if you've seen in a few videos, I'm talking about having to reset my face because I was feeling gooey. This foundation didn't necessarily feel super gooey. I could feel the oil on my skin, but the look, I was shining. And it just really emphasizes, it's like the longer it sits on your skin, the longer it shows you what your skin is, and where all the pores are, where all the hairs are, mustache, rude, okay? So for that purpose, or for that reason, I would not repurchase this foundation and use it as something that I would wear out. I would never wear this out. The only way I could see myself tiptoeing out of the house with this is if I use a very, very small amount, and I probably had to mix it with something that is longer wearing, maybe like the NARS Soft Matte. But this is a full coverage foundation, so I shouldn't have to mix it with anything else. But as a play makeup or foundation, as foundation for my videos, this is beautiful. I really like it. As you see, I can just slap it on, and what I'm doing now is I'm just blending it in, making sure that everything is set down and there are no chunks, okay? Because again, it's a thicker foundation. But it is easy to apply. It's a really great color for me, which I didn't think it was going to be upon looking at the available shades. And it is smoothing enough that within the first, like I said, less than 2 hours, I can get some really good photos. I look really nice. And it is a foundation that even if I have to heavily set it, it looks really nice. It kind of soaks up your powder, but not in a like mashed potato type of way. Like, think of like box mashed potatoes. Like the way it soaks up moisture. It's not like that. It just kind of takes the powder, and for a minute, you look quite flawless. But like I said, after I'd been sitting there for a bit, just talking, like it was, and I even was getting like sweat on the top of my lip. I don't sweat. I was like, what is this about? Okay. But for the purpose of makeup play, this is a great foundation. I'm actually very happy that I picked it up. Again, it will not be a repurchase just because for what it is, I don't require this. What was this, like $34? I don't remember. I don't require buying this one again to get this look, because I do have another foundation These are very similar. And I'm talking about the Juvia's Place I Am Matte foundation, or Velvety Matte. These are the same product, just one's in a squeezy bottle and one is in a little compact, okay? They both give me very quick application, very thick consistencies that give very full coverage, but they both look very nice. I really, really love the Juvia's Place one. And the Juvia's Place is like $22. I typically try to get it on sale. Like I just repurchased one. It was on sale for like 13 bucks, I think. So yeah. But I do like this foundation for what it is and for what I use it for. It's just not something I would ever wear out because I'm gonna transfer everywhere, okay? I couldn't even say that word. I'm gonna go ahead and use this NYX Pro Fix Stick Concealer. This is the shade Nutmeg. We're gonna use this for our under eye. This is the brighter of the two that I have. I also have one of the color correctors from this same line. This is a really good concealer, very creamy, very slippy, which is not the norm for like bullet style concealers. So this is a really great concealer. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do like my foundation collection because I would like to do collection videos, but in a slightly different way. So that's the concealer we are going to use. So guys, I'm just gonna go ahead, finish my concealer, pop on some brows, do my powders. I will come back to you because I think I wanna do a few lip swatches in this video as well. We're gonna talk about a few different things and maybe even some blush content. No, we'll do blush later, it's okay. Be right back. Okay guys, we're back. You're gonna hear a little bear. I got him upset because he was in there with his pamper off. I mean, his pull-up. I put it on him and I came back in here and closed the door on him and he was very upset. So he's out there causing a ruckus. It's real early, like I thought I would try to get this in before breakfast was ready so we can all sit out there and eat together. So anyways, so we are finished, we are set. I like the way it looks per the usual. And my brows, look, I don't even have brows. I should have just blanked them out, okay? But before I do the eyes, I wanted to do some swatches of some lip products because I did my Juvia's Place lipsticks yesterday. And I wanted to swatch some new glosses and lip products to my collection. And then I also wanted to swatch the Juvia's Place, I think these are called reflecting glosses that they have. They're beautiful. And since we are working with the Berries palette from Beauty Bay, I think the pinks and mauves and whatnot will work really well. So I might use one of these for whatever look I do. So why don't we just start with these? These are really opaque and very plush. And I really, really like them. I think the first two that I had were these two. This is Caramel Rose and Kiss Me. And I believe I also had, I don't know if it was like, it's called Sis or if it's called Isis. I don't know. There's another one. And it was kind of like in this color. Ooh, ignore my nails. Sometimes I get nervous or anxious and I was picking it. I'm gonna fix that. But anyways, I really love these glosses. So we're gonna start with this one, Caramel Rose. This was one of my favorites. I remember the day that I put it on my lips just with no liner and I was like, how did I have this in my collection and I was not wearing it like this? It's a very like nude on me kind of concealer type lip. Oh, I love it. And these glosses are very opaque. You see, like, you don't need lipstick, you don't need liner, like it just does it. I love this color, it's so pretty. Yeah, we definitely have to pull this out more, or just Kiss Me. Beautiful mauve moment. This is a very close dupe to the Fenty cream gloss bombs. I can never say that right, but anyways, Mauve Wives, okay? I reference those a lot because I really liked the colors, but there's something about the gloss bombs I didn't like. I did have a few of the regular gloss bombs and then I actually picked up all of the cream ones and I decluttered them. I was like, I never used them. I wanted to. Honey Waffles, I used those, but they just couldn't stay in my collection. So that is Kiss Me. All right, and now we're getting to the newer colors that I have. Actually, this is the newest one. I have these two. These are my deepest ones. These are gorgeous, okay? So we're gonna start with Cultured Red. Needed it, okay? And these photograph so beautifully. Now this color, okay, so that is cultured. I'm sorry, culture. Nope, cultured. These also photograph so beautifully. Look at, that is so pretty. And a little delicious. Not delicious, it's gross. And then we have maroon. Oh God. Beautiful. Oh, what I was gonna say, for cultured, both of these are shades that I would love to have a really crisp black liner with, then fill it in with these. Ooh, gorgeous, gorgeous, love it. And again, that is maroon. Beautiful. The deeper these glosses get, the more cumbersome they do become. I typically only use these for photos. I don't even like to keep them on and talk too much because they will get all over your teeth. But again, it is a very plush formula, not sticky and not thick in a way that feels uncomfortable. That's why I say plush instead of thick, but very nice. Okay. And then the last one, this is the newest one to me. This is called Cheese Royal. And I also have one that's kind of sheer, a red one that's kind of sheer. Where's she at? I was using it yesterday. I don't know. Oh well. And this is like a mid-tone purple. These are not my favorite types of purples. But it's still really nice. I feel like purples in like shades like this, which I'm going to swatch later, are best when I'm not wearing eyeshadow. I feel like this looks really nice right now. It's a color I would wear if I were doing nothing on the eyes, but I'm always doing something on the eyes, you know? But again, that is the shade Cheese Royal. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna let you go for a moment. I'm gonna go have breakfast with my family. I'm gonna come back, do the last few swatches of these glosses I wanted to talk about. Then I'm gonna do a eye look with my Beauty Bay Berries palette, and then I'm gonna come back to you and just tell you how the foundation wore and close out this video. All right, back in a jiffy. Okay, so I'm back. All right, let's finish these glosses and then we'll end out the video, okay? So I have these two glosses from Morphe. These are called Make It Big, and I have the shade Poppin' Perp and Big Bang Glow. And this one, I was really on a purple spiel, and I liked the idea of this very sheer purple color. Oh, I forgot, these are plumpers. That must be why it's called Make It Big, right? Okay. Are you gonna be hot? Or is this gonna be cool? Smells pepperminty, but sometimes that can be deceiving, okay? But anyways, this is just like a very sheer wash of purple. I don't actually feel any plumping right now, which is nice. Thank you, appreciate that. Okay, and I think I already had purchased this one, and it's really pretty. It's got like pink iridescence in there. I really like that shade. And the neck of it was cracked, so it was like spilling in my container, which is disrespectful to say the least, okay? But yeah, ooh, it's got like a little bit of holographic, you know, duochrominess, which I appreciate. Pretty pretty. I just wanted to swatch these because they've been sitting in my collection. I was like, ooh, do I like these? Am I going to use these? What are these for? Why are they here? Who did this? I did. And yes to everything else. They're good. All right. And then lastly, I have 3 lip products from Win Beauty. And These are really nice, okay? So the two glosses are so beautiful. Look at this. These are so pretty. And these are called Acceptance Speech Shimmering Lip Glosses. This is the shade Trophy, and then this is the shade Nominee. It's really pretty. Really pretty, nice formula. Ugh, very smoothing, very hydrating. They feel slightly cooling, but not like a plumper or anything. Ooh, and I like that color. Ooh, they feel really nice. I like that. It kind of reminds me of the Maracuja Juicies. Very plush, very like pillowy, and they fill in all the lines of your lips. But that's a really beautiful color. Very gentle, very stained effect. I really, really like that. Okay, and then we have the shade Trophy. Little butterscotch moment for you. Ooh. Ooh. More just shiny than anything. You can't really see any of the color on this. But I picked these up. They came in a little duo set. A real cute like. And I thought I would try them. Alright, and then lastly, this is, and the writing is so tiny on this. This is the MVP Most Versatile Pigment in the shade Pool. And this is also not a color I get very often. This is supposedly a multi-use product, like you can use it for cheeks and lips. No. This will be used for lips only. I have liquid blushes. And this feels like, I can tell it is meant to be a cheek product too, because it feels like water. Not like it's runny, but the consistency is very like fluidy feeling, and then it kind of dries down to like a nothing feel, kind of like a stain. Yeah. Like what is that stain in the bottle from Benefit? It feels like that. Okay. And then is the shade Pull. Very soft pink. It looks a lot more impactful in the tube, which I enjoy. I'm gonna let this dry for a little bit, and then I'm just going to gloss it with my clear gloss, the butter gloss from NYX. This came in a gift with purchase with other little things, and I thought I would use that. Okay. Still feels a little wet. Okay, I'm just gonna gloss it now. Ugh, I hate when that happens. That's all right. Ooh, this little delicate buck foot. Come on now. There. Doe foot, get this gloss on here. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and do an eyeshadow look, and I will be back, and then we'll just talk about this foundation. I mean, we've said most of everything that needs to be said, but I just want to finish the video out with a full face. So back in a jiffy back. All right, guys. So I'm done, and I have to go to the store soon. So we are done with the makeup play for today. And y'all, I feel like you can tell I had to powder myself down again. So when I re-powder my face, especially when I'm using this foundation, I am using my little HD powder from NYX. I love this thing. Look at, we've got pan galore, okay? But I love it because it turns things down. But I feel like I also look a little bit casket ready, okay? This foundation is really good. I do like the Good Apple foundation. It is good. It's not good enough for me to repurchase, just like I said, given the fact that it is very similar to the Velvety Match from Juvia's Place, and the Juvia's Place is cheaper. I think I said that the KVD is $34. I thought it was, but I'm pretty sure it's actually like $42. So it's a no for me, dog, when it comes to repurchasing it for makeup play. I'm gonna stick to the Juvia's Place, but I have had a great time with this foundation. I think for what it is, it can work. I think it is a very high coverage foundation. I don't think the hype was really worth it, but you know, people gotta get their bills paid somehow, right? But it is a really nice foundation, and I feel like there probably is a way to wear it out and to get it to be long wearing. I just ain't figured it out, okay? And I don't actually get super oily anymore, so yesterday was a shock that I got that greasy that quickly. I should have took video of it, but I do enjoy it. I'm happy that I've used so much of it. Where is it? It's in the container, whatever. I'm very happy that I've used all of it though, because at one point when I first started using it, I was like, oh, I'm not gonna use this. And I was like, I don't want to throw it away. What am I going to use it for? And then I just got into a groove with it, and it just turned out to be a really, really great foundation for makeup play. Quick, easy, effective, full coverage, good photo quality, but the longevity, just like that. She a sprinter. She ain't distance, okay? But it is really nice, and I do enjoy it for what I enjoy it for. And I think it's had a great run in my collection and here on the Buffet channel, but it is what it is, you know. But it's been a great foundation, and I have enjoyed it. So that is that. This is the look I did with the Berries palette. Pretty. Once it's on my eyes, once I have both eyes done, then I'm like, okay. But when I'm in the process of using the Berries palette, I'm like, I'm gonna just declutter this. Like I was saying in the Beauty Bay palette video, the Berries palette, if you have more than one palette from Beauty Bay, I feel like the Berry palette is the one where you could be like, I could get rid of this one. It's not unique enough given the neutral palette, the fiery palette, and definitely the rich palette. The tones are just too close, especially when you're getting into like those blending shades and like the mid-tone shades. They're too close to the neutral palette, the fiery palette, and the rich palette, where I feel like I have way too much mauve and pink in my collection. I do think I'm going to keep it, because at one point I'm actually still debating on this. You want to listen to, like, this is completely aside to the foundation, but we're friends. I am thinking of doing something diabolical. Do you want to hear what it is? I am thinking of depotting all of my Beauty Bay palettes. Even, dare I say, the Midnight palette. Could you imagine? What if I cracked some of these shades? But there is a part of me that is dying to see all of these shades laid out together, all of the colors grouped in a family. I am so tempted. It's partially why I'm doing the Beauty Bay series, the playlist, because I'm like, well, if I play with them, do 10 looks with the palettes as they are, then I can depot them all, so that when the new palettes come out, I can make my own version. And this is really because I've been loving, I think her channel is Under the Ash Tree. I have a video planned of kind of shouting out all the other channels that I have found and the people that I like to watch on YouTube and Instagram. She's definitely gonna be like one of the number 4 or 5 people. There's 5 people like instant rapid fire that I know that I'm gonna do this for. And I have been loving her channel because I am always gonna ride or die for someone that does like one palette X looks. I've said it before, I don't like when people get like a huge palette like this and do 2 looks. I understand the larger YouTubers, you know, who are getting PR and are kind of on a set schedule or have a lot of things. I get you can't sit and do 10 looks like I'm sitting and doing 10 looks. or some of them can. I know Heather Austin was really good at doing like multiple looks, but a lot of times when a new palette comes out, it's like, ooh, new palette, swatches, in-depth swatches, and 2 looks. 2? What are you talking about? 2? You swatched 18 shadows and you're giving me 2, you know? Personally, that's how I feel, which is why, like I said, the motto of my channel is, if I don't see it, I'm gonna be it. So I always try to do at least 10, and then that's why I also have my spotlight series where I can knock it down to about 5 and get it done, you know? But I think her channel is Under the Ash Tree. You'll find out soon. But I love, she recreates palettes, and her recreations are like spot on. She recreated the Robert Welsh, what is it called, Divination palette from Blend Bunny, which I really want. Gosh darn it, come on now. And hers was almost an exact dupe. And I was like, that's what I want to do. And given that I don't have a very large collection, I don't have a very large single shadow collection, I feel like the Beauty Bay palettes would be the right series of palettes to do that with. So I'm debating. Help me. Should I? Should I not? I feel like if I did, the only palette I would not do it to would probably be the Midnight, because it's so perfect. Blurples, you can't mess with the blurples. Ooh. So decisions. I don't know what I'm going to do. But anyways, anywho, I'm sorry for all that extra gum flapping. Look, we was talking about foundation. Then we threw in some lip content because that's what I do. And now here I am just flapping my gums at your face when we all have things to do. It's Sunday. We got things to do. So I'm gonna let you go. I'm not gonna hold you too long, okay? And I'm gonna get these janky fingernails done, all right? So it's been me, Jasmine, the Buffet Witch, and you already know that because I've been talking really exactly, very, very fast. Have a good rest of your day. Drink some waters, maybe put the coffee down. I should. And I will see you in the next video, which will be very, very soon. Until then, guys, take care.